My hair is really crazy today. So, and I'm not gonna do anything about it because that's just kind of how it is when you have curly hair. Sometimes your hair is crazy. My dog is barking. Wait a minute. Come on. Be careful, be careful, be careful. What is it, buddy? Heavy got scared because this is Heavy. If you haven't, say hi, Heavy. Heavy, say hi. Heavy is basically the most scared dog of any dog that I've ever met in my life. Right here. Shake, shake, shake. And he's disobedient. He doesn't listen at all. So in other news, you guys got Long Drive, my new CD. You guys got it to the top of the charts on Amazon and iTunes. On iTunes, under singer-songwriter, I was number 7 or maybe 6 at some point, I can't remember. But on Amazon, I was number 1 under singer-songwriter for new releases, and I was number 1 for just singer-songwriter, like, album. So that was really nuts. So I was very excited about that. Thank you guys so much, whichever of you checked it out. Very, very appreciative of that. For those of you who haven't checked it out yet, it's still on iTunes, on Google Play, and Amazon MP3. It's not going anywhere. So if you want to check that out, then that would be cool. And speaking about the CD, I'm not going to talk about the CD this whole episode because I've been talking about it a lot, but speaking of the CD, I did a blog post on messijordan.com that talks about the song Need Each Other and like the creative process behind that and stuff like that. So I put out like, I think like 8 demos of the song on there, like just the evolution of it. So I thought it was pretty interesting as I was writing it. I don't know, you might not think it's interesting, but it was cool to write. Something else that I wanted to tell you guys, I went out on a whim and I bought $120 in shoes. Okay, I don't know if that's too much information. This is the problem. These are my old running shoes. See, I'm not just out buying fancy schmancy shoes just for the heck of it. I'm getting them for athletics. You see this? This is my old shoe. Destroyed. I've literally had these shoes 5 to 6 years. And then I got these shoes that have a lot less cushion. And these were like $100. I don't mess around when I'm buying shoes for like athletic stuff because you can really hurt yourself, but these ones didn't have that much cushion, and so they didn't last very long. I wore them probably longer than I should, but now anytime I do stuff that has a lot of jumping and like lateral motion and things like that, like on hard surfaces, and these are running shoes, so they're not made for that. So I went to Opry Mills Mall to get these shoes, and I didn't go there to get running shoes. I went there to get CrossFit shoes because I found out doing some research online that Reebok makes the best CrossFit shoes, training shoes, not like running shoes. It's like if you're doing an assortment of different exercises, so they would be good for like weightlifting, or they would be good for box jumps, or whatever kind of weird exercise you want to do. They're good for that. So anyways, I went there, saw that they were doing like a buy 2 get 1 free, or this is the kicker, you can buy 1 pair of shoes and get the other one for half off. No joke. I am in this Reebok store. I get there at 6 p.m. with my mother, and I was in there from 6 until 8:55, and the mall closed at 9 o'clock. I don't make decisions very well. Let's just put it that way. I was in there for 3 solid hours. I was the laughing stock of the Reebok store. Like, the workers were laughing at me because it was taking me so long to figure out what I wanted to do. I am not kidding. When it comes to buying shoes that are like that expensive, then I guess that's not expensive. I got 3 pairs of shoes for $120. That's not that bad. They were gonna be $110, but then tax will kill you. I wanted the CrossFit Nano 3.0, which is the specific shoe, but I went there and I found these 2.0, which happened to be $40 cheaper than the 3.0s. And so I tried on the 2.0s and I was like, they don't look as cool, but they're $40 cheaper, and actually they fit better, and I liked them better. I didn't just go for the buy 1 get 1 half off. No, you think I did that? I decided I was gonna get some basketball shoes as well. That's right. I got some basketball shoes because little did you guys know, but I really like basketball. I'm a big basketball fan, big Grizzlies fan. These ones were just so darn cool. I actually got these ones for free. So I'm not a big shoe fanatic, but when I get shoes, I keep them for a long time. So I'm gonna keep these shoes for probably a solid 5 years. Those basketball shoes are gonna last me as long as I live. Anyways, all that, I don't even know what that intro was. It was probably really long, but let's get to your questions. Hey Jordan, I recently convinced my mom to buy ACV since you always rant and rave about it, and my sister put it on her warts, and they are already going away, so thank you for that. Haha, smiley face. Also, I was wondering, how did you find out about apple cider vinegar being so amazing? And do you have any other uses for it besides drinking it? That's pretty sweet that it helped your sister's warts. My dad, he put it on his skin because he had like a skin thing on his back, and it made that heal up. And what else? We've used it for like our feet before, like if we've had like feet problems and like skin problems on our feet, and that's helped. I basically just like skin problems or anything weird on your skin, it'll get rid of. It'll help you. Yes. As a homeschool mom, I was public schooled. I always worry my kids are missing out. Do you feel like you missed out being homeschooled? I don't feel like I missed out being homeschooled. We did a lot of, my mom and dad, but my mom specifically, took us on like a lot of homeschool day trip things with like other, like, it was basically like a homeschool organization. It wasn't like a co-op, but it was like, people that were homeschooling had like a group of people that they would go and hang out with, and would go to like the zoo, or would go to the science museum, or would go to all these places. So we did that a lot. So I never felt like I was missing out on anything. I just thought that I got to do a lot of field trips, which was really, really fun. I don't know if your children are gonna feel like they're missing out, but I hope that they don't, because it's a lot of fun. If you could only do one thing for the rest of your life, what would it be and why? You know what, honestly, I would probably... right at this moment, I would probably animate. I love animating. And everybody hates my animations, so it's a terrible problem to have. I'm really not bitter. I know that the animations are pretty amateur, but it's just so darn fun to make those things, so I might do another animation if you guys have seen my animations before, and if you're a hater, I'm sorry. They're not that good, I guess, but they're really fun to make, so I'm going to keep trying and see if I can do something different and special with the animation. It's probably going to be really anticlimactic, but whatever. What was the last animated Disney movie you watched? Okay, so I don't know if you consider Pixar to be a Disney animation. I know they own Pixar, but I kind of associate them as two completely different things. But I went and saw Inside Out. That was so good. Such a good movie. I'm not gonna give anything away. I don't really watch movies that much, so it's kind of a big deal if I go to the movies and see something, and it's normally a Pixar movie that I go and see. Anyways, Inside Out, great movie. I didn't really know anything about it walking in, but walking out, I was like, wow, one of the best Pixar movies ever. If you could visit any country outside the US, which would you choose? Right now, it would actually probably be Canada. As much as you probably wouldn't expect me to say that, it would be Canada. I don't even know why you wouldn't expect me to say that, because you, my friends, are racists. You are racist against the Canadians. That's exactly right. You don't think that it's worth your time to go visit Canada, but look at me. I want to go visit Canada. I love Canada. I want to go watch some hockey in Canada. That's what I want to do. Well, guys, I think that is about everything that I have to say for today. Oh, one thing I want to tell you guys. Siri, can you say, "Don't be fare thee messy well"?
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Siri here. How can I help?
Say, "Don't be messy."
That may be beyond my abilities at the moment.
How hard can that possibly be?
Interesting question, Jordan.
Are you gonna say fare thee well?
No comment.
Whatever. Okay, you know what? Fare thee well.